I chose first. I chose India.
Why you choose India? Hi mga kabalda! This is Clara Ambisyosa with
Her lovely fiance, Thomas.
For today's video mga kabalda, Thomas will share with you guys our love story. How we met.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met this lovely bird back in, what was it now, 2023.
Yeah.
The summer of 2023. I was driving home from a summer vacation. I was going to spend it, because I live a bit far away from my family. Anyways, I was spending it, what I say, I was traveling home. And then when I was home, I started going on Tinder. I was a bit bored one day, didn't have enough to do, so I've been looking for relationships now and then, but I've been single for a longer period of time, so I wasn't really. I thought this time, because Tinder has a function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met on Tinder.
Because in Tinder it has I chose to pay for it, so I could go to other borders on Tinder, to other countries, because I was tired of dating Norwegian women. Nothing wrong with Norwegian women, but I wanted to try something new. So I thought, what the heck? Like I want to try. I want to try to see what will happen if I meet someone from longer distance. So I tried from different locations.
So
and,
why you choose Philippines? You choose the Philippines?
I didn't choose Philippines at once, by the way. I actually chose, I think it was, what was it? I chose first. I chose India.
Why you choose India?
I don't know. I wanted to try something exotic. You know, Philippines and Thailand is a bit more stereotypical what men from Norway go for. So I wanted to go for another thing. Then I realized quite quickly when I was doing that okay, if I'm gonna go for relationships, I want to have someone maybe that shares my values and think way of living. And I thought, okay, now I have an opportunity to meet someone that has the same religion as me, because that's not so easy in Norway. A lot of Norwegian, like I'm a Christian. So a lot of Norwegians aren't. They are a lot of agnostics or atheists. Nothing wrong with that. I can date that. It's no problem. But I thought, if it's two different religions, I've tried that before. I want to see if I can meet someone with the same religious aspect as me. So then I thought, okay, then I need to go for a Christian country. And then I ended up in Philippines, because that was more, it was close by, and I think that was and I thought, yeah, and then I also knew they had nice beaches there, so I wanted to go for that, for a really exotic.
So do you have already idea what Philippines is, or I mean, what is the people there in Philippines?
Yeah, well, I've seen Philippines.
Did you research it or something?
I didn't need to research it. I know a lot of people, and like I don't know a lot of Filipinos, but they are all over.
So you already have an idea about Filipino people.
Yeah, and in Norway they are quite compared with Thailand. It's like very complete to say, okay, you got the Thailander, and well, it's two different countries, obviously.
Yeah.
But the stereotype is that it's the Thai.
There's the similarities.
It's also similarities.
It's because they eat.
But still, rice. It's a bit different as well, because first of all, the language totally different. If you listen to Thailand, they have a more high pitch.
Oh, you can.
I heard that on the bus telephone talking. It's more comfortable when you're talking Tagalog, because it sound more down, you know, so it doesn't hurt your ears. I also knew that Thailand is not what's the main religion there. I think it's Buddhism.
Buddhism, I think.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't go there. I thought, okay, I go for Philippines. Woo! So then I thought, okay, the capital for Philippines is Manila. I already knew that. I'm very good at geography.
Wow.
Okay, I go for Manila then. That's the biggest city. We'll see. And then I like some pictures. This is the first day, because I haven't met you the first day.
It's because
I matched with someone else on the first day. And I told her about it. It was an interesting story because when you
Yeah.
are searching for someone where you know that money is a bit diverse, that I will have more. I'm from a better country, living wise. I know that is the red flag, okay, for me.
Mm-hmm.
That okay, I need to find a real girl, not a scam girl, that scams you with money and things like that, and like only wants your money and things like that. And the first one did, but like it didn't scam me though. She didn't because it was very obvious. It's no problem. But like okay, I would like to. Always have an open mind, so that's no problem. So we start texting, and then I always has this fail safe. Okay, if she starts asking me for money in any way,
Mm-hmm.
or like hinting towards it, I would know, and then I know those are red flags, and then I can stop because earlier you stop it is before you get emotional into it. Yeah, the emotions, then it's more difficult. So I met this girl. Yeah, we talked for a while, and then she chatted suddenly, very out of the blue. She said, "Okay, I sell naked pictures for a living. If you buy some from me, it will help me much out." And she said, "But I also think we could be a perfect match together." So she wanted a relationship with me, but she also wanted to sell me naked pictures, which apparently she was selling to a lot of other guys on Tinder. Well, if that isn't a red flag, I don't know what is. So obviously that was too much of a red flag.
Yeah.
So I was very polite though. I am always polite. So I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in that kind of thing, and I'm more interested in a I don't remember how I formulated it, but like that I'm interested in a proper relationship. Like
Yeah,
that. So
it's
I don't think we will be a match, and I think I wrote at the end there that I wish you good fortunes in your later in your future, and I say goodbye, and I unmatched her then.
That's her side, okay, guys. So, and after that, guys,
Hers? Yeah.
his
Yeah.
side rather. Okay, so so guys, and then because Thomas is looking for a serious relationship, and you want to get married, right?
Yeah, well, when I was searching on this, I didn't know what I was looking for. Really. I was just looking to see if I could.
Serious?
No, at this time.
In your no.
Yeah,
in
I was
your...
looking for a serious relationship, but I didn't know if that would happen in Tinder in that way. So I was very open for it. Okay, if it's not a serious relationship, maybe it could be a friend then, or something like that. But you have in the 90s, you had like this letter friends. If you that was very popular. You wrote a letter from back and forth with each one. Like if it wouldn't turn out romantically, maybe I got some friend there. It could I kept an open mind on it because I didn't know when you have to listen, because I didn't know if when I go for this, because it's long distance and all that, what that's going to be.
So you are not. So that is a big lie that you are not looking for a. I know.
Of course, I was looking for, but that was my main priority. But what I'm saying is that it might have also been
A friend.
I was open for it to just be a friendship if that was it
So
was going to turn out to be.
So what makes you click heart in my profile?
Yeah, we come to that, but now you're
I'm so excited.
So like, because I was looking to see what's out there, so really to see what it will be. So I didn't know if it would be a relationship or if it would be a friendship, or if it just turn out to be a missy, and I would have to go back to the Norwegian dating market or try another country, I guess, or something like that. So I kept an open mind. That was what I did. I wanted to be polite, and I want to keep an open mind. And then I saw. So after that first match, I stopped Tinder for that day. Okay, I thought, okay, this is just rubbish. I don't think this is gonna work. So I just laid it away. So I thought. So the next morning, I thought, okay, like I think it was a lunchtime because I was up and I had the Tinder app again. Maybe I could try again. Okay, I'm gonna try again, and I keep in my nail and see what happens. And so I try again. And then I saw a picture of you.
Wow.
And I thought, oh my god, she's so gorgeous. I have a thing for glasses, golden glasses. So she was very cute on that picture. She was very cute in real life as well, of course. And I thought, okay, I click on that and see what happens. And suddenly it matched.
Yeah.
Because apparently you had matched before me on it.
I click hard. I swipe
You know,
right.
I thought I had super liked you, but the thing was, I had used the thing. I remember when you said that because we got a match after I click heart. Because what happened was, I had used up my super likes on other ones before you, and then I saw you, and I thought, oh my god, I should have had the super like for you.
You're kidding.
I would have secured myself you because I was so. And then I thought, oh my god, I hope she responds. I hope she responds. You know. Because you were the one I liked the most of all those I had.
Wow.
Today.
I have a question.
I didn't have any super like left, so I had to just click regular like, and then when you instantly match, I was like, oh my god, she matched me. She has already liked me. Amazing. So
Yeah.
and then it started from there. So now you can ask your question.
So yes, I have a question. So so you feel that I am the one while you
Well,
were talking, something like that?
Well, when we're talking, we come to that point. But like in Tinder, Tinder is what it is really, because if you
So you feel something already or not
hang
yet
on.
on Tinder?
On Tinder, it's what it is. It's going for looks, right? You want to have a physical attraction to the one you like before, and then you get to know them on physical. For me, you can be. For me, you can be pretty, of course, but the most important thing for me is that you are compatible with and share values. That was the main intent for me. I need to find someone that shares my values and my goals, and and want the same thing I do. Of course, we can have different hobbies and all that. That's good to do different things, which we have definitely. But it's also good that we have shared values and goals, and that you only can find out by starting chatting. So we started to chat. It was very simple chat in the start.
So you add me on
Tinder.
at WhatsApp?
You're going too fast yet. Like she's just next chapter.
You are detailed by detailed. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, go, because this is your side. Okay.
Yeah.
I will listen.
Don't butt in. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, we started to chat. For me, when I start chatting a girl, the thing I crave the most when I chat with someone on Tinder is one that actually replies well. That actually wants to do a good dialogue, like, because I had way too many of these when you start chatting some and you are writing like a lot about you, and then they just respond yes, no, whatever, and just answering with just one simple answer. Like that, it's like almost like it's a pop quiz you are attending or something like that.
Yeah,
and,
yes and no. That
I hate that, and so for me, I was very anxious to see how you would respond to me. So I tried to do some proper messages, so you like to see if you would respond in the same way. That is the best way to see if you respond in the same way. You did, luckily, and we actually started chatting very good. And then I don't remember when we went to WhatsApp, the same day, or I think it was a couple days maybe.
I think 1 day or 2.
Yeah, a couple days I think, and then we went over to WhatsApp. It's easier to talk there, and I was very anxious though, because I don't like my voice. I hate my voice, so I was very anxious too. Like, okay, I hope we can. I had to sell in my writing dialogue a bit, so she will be so impressed with me. She won't care about my ugly voice.
But I like your voice though.
So I was like, okay. So we chatted a long while, and then I had to go to my cabin, and I think that was the first time you asked for a picture of me, and I was standing And to get to my cabin, you have to take a ferry ride.
Yeah.
So when I was standing at the ferry, I said, "Yeah, I'm on the ferry now, waiting for the ferry to go to the cabin." And she was like, "Can I get a picture?" And then I said, "Of course you can." So I took I pan out my phone out to the sea to take a beautiful panoramic photo of the ocean. I thought that's what she meant. And then he said, "No, of you." Oh my god, of course you want a selfie now. So, of course I had to do that. I took a selfie. I took several selfies, in fact. I think I took 6, 7 before I managed to decide on which one to give you. And I think I gave you number 2 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you liked that one and you gave a selfie back to me. And I was like, oh my god, cool. She looks like she did in the pictures. I'm very happy. Yeah, she doesn't. That's always the scare as well when you meet someone on Tinder, that they look totally different. Like I could just see who she was. Like for me, appearance isn't that important, but like it tells you something about insecurity if you lying on the picture. So it's like good to see that she has that integrity to that she don't afraid of it, which is good. And then we got to the cabin and she wanted a video.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my god. So I made a video where I went through the cabin.
I thought there's a voice in it in your
I
video,
didn't.
but you didn't talk.
I didn't add in the voice because I was ashamed of my voice. So I thought, okay, I have to hold off as long as possible. Maybe she won't mind that I make a silent video of just touring the cabin and the area around. But she didn't really care about that. She really cared about how I was sounding.
Yeah, I'm curious about his voice, so that's why I want him to send me a video.
I guess I at the end send you one. I don't know if that was the same. It was probably the same day I sent you.
I hear your voice that we talk on video call and messenger.
Yeah, we started video calling.
Yeah.
I think we first started just calling without the video.
No.
It's
different person you talk without
No,
video.
I'm just asking if it were, because sometimes I do that.
Yeah, that's why it's different. We talk video call. I talk
straight on video call.
I send you. Can I call you?
Yeah, okay, I remember.
You are in the outside of your mom's apartment.
Yeah. Because I was staying at my mom's place.
It's because that was the summer.
Yeah, summer vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awkward enough as well. I had to lie to her to say that you were just some friend I had from my old backpacking trip back in the day. Just so she.
My gosh, Balda.
But yeah, well, we started chatting and it went serious from there. We chatted about everything.
Every day. From that day.
Because long distance relationship is like, we weren't in a relationship then, but after a while when we were chatting seriously, we ended up in a relationship
just for
at
2
the end.
months.
Yeah, we chatted for 2 months, so it was in September. No, August.
September.
Yeah, September. Sorry,
Mm.
September the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
September. Very good.
I remember monthsaries. So my.
But we are not celebrating Mansari, guy. That is.
I think it's stupid. It's anniversaries.
Yeah.
Monthsaries are too much celebration.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember. The anniversary won't be special if you're gonna celebrate every month. If you wait a year, it's more charming with it. Just saying. That is some of the things we disagree about, but it's really cool.
It's because we are Filipina, that's why we have
you
a
like
celebrations.
Celebrations. In Norway, we like to space out those. But yeah, anyway, we started talking really good, and when we got into a relationship, the thing is, what was I going to say before you interrupted me there back then? I was saying about when we got in a relationship is that when you are in a relationship in LDR, you have to be creative first of all, and the thing is you can't meet in a regular way where you go on dates and meet physically. So then you have to. So that is always what people that are skeptical about it will say. Yeah, but how can you know them? How can you know them? You can't meet them physically. You can't.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But it actually is a good way to actually get to know a person much more than you would in a physical relationship at the start, because what it does give you though, LDR, is it gives you a lot of time to actually talk, only to talk.
So
From,
since
but it's up to you in the relationship as well, up to us in our relationship to follow up on that and actually take the time to get to know each other with asking a lot of questions, asking about goals,
asking a lot of questions, that is the key in communication.
We talked a lot, we talked deeply, and of course you don't start it right away, but in LDR you have all you have is time. You have time and time. So I knew realistically, okay, when I met you now and we are in a relationship, next time when I actually can meet you is my next summer vacation, because I don't have any vacation now before next summer, which means we have to chat for a year.
Yeah.
That means we have to have a LDR for a year before we can meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew then, okay, that to keep this going, we have to really get to know each other. We have to really keep this going on that. And of course, and that we did for months.
And
then
wait, Shada.
Can I end my Simon?
Go,
Then you
go.
can add on what you mean. And we did that. We took out those months talking about how important that talking about our lives, how we got brought up, what our goals are, what our values are, whatever, like all those things, where we would see this relationship going. For example, we plan short term and long term. For example, okay, the short term plan obviously is that, okay, I will go to Manila first and visit you there. That makes sense. Next summer, then when is that? Well, next summer I can come. So then we set the bar there. Okay, we have to keep this going until the summer when we physically meet. So then after that, it was all about making the days creative and good, and fun. And that was, it doesn't mean we talk seriously every day. Of course, in the start we do, but after a while, when you have spoken about everything, you kind of are at a point where you know a lot of the person. So now you keep the video chat alive in another way. And for you were working night, so that helped, because when you were working night, you were at home working, so we could be on video chat while she was on work, because with the time zone difference, I was then home from work when she was starting work, so then we could still talk to each other and be on video chat with each other. And you had days off in weekend, and I also have days off in weekend. So in the weekend we watch movies together.
Yeah.
How do you do that on LDR? Well, you do that with syncing. Like she would use her Netflix, I would use my Netflix, for example. We will pick the same movie or show, and then we will start it at the same time while we had the cameras on each other.
Yeah.
So we could see each other while we had it. And the regular days where we didn't need to talk that much either. We would just have the video chat on, so we could see each other, and we would talk sometimes, and other when we felt like it, and other times we just was on the call with each other while we were doing each other's things.
Yeah.
Because that is what that meant, is that we were spending our time together.
That's
which
true.
was so that is so important as well, that even though when you don't have anything to talk about, you can still spend your time with each other.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm working and then the camera on, and then Thomas also is gaming.
Yeah, and but it's being creative. It's all about it's seeing solutions.
Yeah, and my boss
Because
is, you know what, you're not concentrating. It's because you're not concentrating. It's because you're talking someone. No, I'm not talking with him. I'm working.
Yeah, we had to.
It's because I'm a call center way back then.
So we had to do some figuring out on it to make it. Okay, so she won't be in trouble with the work, which we managed to do.
Yeah.
So it was all about being creative towards each other, but also spending the time together. Those two. So if you were in another situation where you have to, where you came home from work and your girlfriend is asleep in another country, well, then you have to figure out, okay, maybe I have to go sleep early as well, and then wake up early in the morning, so before work. Then I can spend some time with her before work, just turn around the hours. You just have to figure out these things and do it as well as you can, really, and see those possibilities.
That's true.
If you because that is what the LDR relationship is about, is to be persistent with it and be positive, because that's what keeps the time flow. And for us it went really fast. We actually, that year went fast, even though we were a year before we met, because we managed to do it so well together in the long distance thing. So that is the magic, really. And then of course we met, and then the meet went very good as well. It's so easy to date someone where you have met them, have been with them for so long in their mind, in a way of knowing the person inside. So I knew Claire. I knew what she was about when I met her. Of course I was nervous and all that, but what you have, whatever, when you are first dating and all that. I was going to meet her parent, her mom, and her family as well. And I'm going to a country I haven't been outside Norway for a very long time either. So it was stressful in that sense, but and then you're gonna live with this person now for 5 weeks vacation. What if it don't work out? I'm stuck here for 5 weeks. But I was
4 weeks only.
4 weeks, yeah.
4 weeks.
But I was pretty sure though that it would work out, because we were so. I knew who she was when I arrived, because I made sure of that. That's more important. You make sure who you are dating on the LDR. If you are 100% sure, of course you can never be 100% sure. It's cases where that has been proven as well. But so it's a lot of trust going into it as well. But for us, the trust work.
True.
So,
Communication.
Yeah.
Communication is the key.
So it went out to be an amazing meet, and I proposed to her there in the week 3.
Week 3.
Yeah, I was
Week 3 or week 2?
Week 3, because I was waiting a long time to do it.
Oh yeah, week 3.
Yeah. I was very nervous because she wanted to have it filmed and all that, so I had to figure that out. So when she was on the toilet, I went outside and I stood outside there waiting to propose to her. So I did it that simple. I didn't do it on a fancy beach or whatever.
It's very simple.
Yeah, but you liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a flower.
I'm surprised. Oh my god.
She got really surprised because she didn't see that coming.
Okay.
But
because we're from outside, we went to.
Yeah, we had been
buffet.
outside, and then we were going back. You and your cousin went upstairs. I went
It's
to
because I want to poop that time. So.
I went to the store, and I thought, okay, they sell flowers. You know what? I'm gonna propose now. So I didn't know you were at the toilet anyway. I thought that was fine, but so I just bought a flower after grocery shopping, and then went up, and then I saw I was planning open the door and see you, and then go on my knees. But when I opened the door, you weren't there. It was only Chacha, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And then I said, I showed your cousin my ring, and she said, "You gonna do it now?" And I said, "Yeah."
And then while I'm in the comfort room,
yeah, she's in the we didn't hear you.
I'm
so in the comfort room, and then I okay. Then you came out. She was filming it, and I went on the knees. You got the flowers and the ring, and the rest is history. Maybe really.
And then my skirt is.
Yeah, you had to you can see that on her videos. She has posted it.
Yeah. My skirt is in my stomach, and then I wear a black.
You wear a black cycling
shorts, and then,
luckily that was not the panties.
and then he gave me a flower, and I know it, and it's because your one hand is in your pocket. That's why I sense that. Oh my god, you will propose! I will propose! Yeah.
And she said yes.
Yeah.
And
then what is your question in the time?
I don't remember. I was so nervous.
Would you make me the happiest man in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you came over for later. We departed from that vacation. I was so sad when I left because and that was hard after being there, and we planned on you coming here on November and staying here for Christmas. Then we could get married over Christmas and then do the paperworks for that, for the marriage. So we then we planned for that so you can come in November, which meant we had to wait some months and those months were very long. You know, I thought it might go fast because the first year went really fast, but after you meet physically, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Then that wait was long.
Yeah, it's long, guys.
Yeah, but
it's very
it
long.
was worth it because you managed to get there when it's snowing. You managed to experience Norwegian Christmas, see my family.
Yeah.
All those things. So
look at us now. LDR works.
Yeah. And we are now getting married on Friday. We will be married.
LDR works, guys.
So that's my story. 30 minutes long. It should be a surprise.
so what is? I have a question. So
Yeah.
what are the keys, or what are the keys to successful LDR?
What I said earlier, really, it's about
Number one is.
Well, number one, make sure to get to know each other. Know each other with the goals. So this is a part of the one. In the part of getting to know each other, you should know each other goals. You should know each other values.
Values.
Goals. Like, for example, for me, I was Christian. I wanted to meet a Christian, someone to share my Christian values. We still aren't the same religion. I am Lutheran. You are Catholic.
I'm Catholic. Yeah.
But it still is in Christianity, and we are having a lot of the same Christian values. And that is important. Also important for me. It might not be important for you, that watching, you know. But then maybe some other values, you know. So it's good to know about the values, what you're going into, you know.
Yeah.
So values, goals, as well as those things. And then number two then is to after getting to know that person. That was number one. Getting to know the person and find out the goals and values and what you need to find out. The other one is take the time you have with the LDR. Don't waste the LDR relationship, because it's what you have is all this time in LDR. Use the time well. You know, those goes together. And then, of course, what you say, communication is key in this, and trust. Communication and trust.
Yes,
because you can get to know her as well as possible, but I had no guarantee if she would lie to me and make up this fake story about about her family. You could have done that, and I couldn't be anywhere to verify it. You know, so it's no guarantee that so it's a lot of trust as well. But also a little bit in the start, it's important to keep your guard up, for both sides, or not only for the one in a wealthy country, you know, and the one in Philippines. It's for the one in Philippines as well. Should be aware to know the person you are involving yourself with as well as possible. So, and that goes back to the goals and values again. Because if the guy you meet, I assume if in Philippines you're looking for a foreigner guy. This is my assumption. If you're then looking for a foreigner guy from Europe, maybe you should get to know their values and the goals, because if they're not sure on those, it's a massive red flag. You should be talking about those things. It's more a chance of him being a serious guy. If he doesn't know those things, then who's to say he's serious about it? And would you really waste an LDR investment with someone that aren't serious? It doesn't sound good. When it's LDR, you should be serious. That is what needs to be there. If you want to have fun, you know, of course, then you go to a bar, you meet someone close on Tinder, you know, like in your same city, whatever. Then but if you want a serious relationship, if you're going LDR, you should seek for a serious relationships. Then then you need to get to know them, and also be aware. If they say things or do things that seems off, you should be a bit detective. It's allowed to be a bit detective in the start, as well as I was towards Claire as well, because I was like, okay, I have to be a detective because if she start asking me for money now in week 3 or week 4, I have to be aware of that. That some do. Unfortunately, the world is like that. Some do. That okay, I get to know this man really well now. Then when I have him hooked, I can start asking for money. I can you make personal stories, blah blah blah, like those things. So that is allowed to be a bit aware of it. But remember it also at the same time to trust, because at some point you have to go from away, push the detective away. You have to make a choice, really, that okay, I've done the detective work now. I will trust myself that this is legit, or I've done this detective work now, and it's massive red flags. Okay, then I should stop now before I invest more feelings.
Yes, that's true.
So you will be on that crossroad, and if you choose that crossroad to trust, then you push the detective away. Now it's time to trust. And then
what?
And that was when we was in a relationship.
Patience also.
Patience.
Patience.
And creativity.
Yeah.
Like I said, creativity about doing things, like spending the time with the spending the time together, but also being creative in it. Because it's lots of ways to be romantic on LDR. You can look it up on YouTube. There's a lot of videos about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we make a list like that.
Yeah.
We
soon.
can do.
Yeah, and then we will talk soon, guys.
Yeah.
It's because this video is very long.
She has to edit now.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Bye.
And one.
Sorry,
So
she has to edit that.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Clara Ambisyosa with
her lovely fiance Thomas.
Bye.
Bye. Happy
Thank
New
you,
Year.
Shada.